Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. So usually when I come to you, I talk about strength training, I talk about form and technique and breathing and all the important components to anaerobic training. The reason why I really like to focus on strength training and anaerobic training is because it builds your metabolism through that muscle growth. Really what you want to try to do is help your body work for you instead of you having to work so hard. So that means the strength training component of it is very, very important just through building that metabolism, so you're burning more calories at rest, more calories in the gym, more calories throughout your daily activity while you're going throughout your day. So since we always talk about strength training, today I want to talk about the other components to physical fitness. There's three major components to you always being successful in your fitness journey or along your fitness program that you decided to go on. Of course, we talk about strength training, but today we're going to talk about the nutrition part and the cardiovascular part. Those 3 points are things that you got to be hitting just for you to be successful in your weight loss goals, your fat loss goals. And what I try to educate people on is you don't want to look good where you're just losing weight. You want to lose body fat so you can get tone and definition to your physique. And lifting the weights, that's what's going to do it for you. But you have to feed the muscle properly with nutrition. So having the right amount of protein, the right amount of complex carbohydrates, a good amount of healthy fats to help your body eat its natural fat, that yellow fat that is holding on to in your core and your buns and your hips and your thighs. So those things are the things that are going to make you better, going to push you to that next level that's going to give you everything you desire out of your physique. And then the last component in it is the cardiovascular health. Now I put it as the last, but it is just as important as the first two as well, just because having a good cardiovascular program will help you with your heart, it'll help you with your longevity in life, but it'll help you cut extra weight along the journey so you don't have so much fat to cut through as you're getting that definition and that defined look that you're going for and that desired effect that you want your physique to have on yourself and other people as you see them, okay? So sitting down with a nutritionist or a certified dietitian, that person can go over with you the things that you need to be eating that are going to be nutritiously dense and sound for wherever your physical fitness program is at that point in time. So it all varies depending upon the person, the lifestyle, the activity level, the background. So I can't really just go into all the specifics about your proteins, your carbs, and your healthy fats. But sitting down with somebody like a health professional like myself or a fitness professional could definitely help you out with that. The cardio, the reason why the cardio and being educated on it is so important is because you can do so much cardio where you're actually helping your body store more body fat. And so what you want to do is always be mindful of the amount of cardio. 20 to 30 minutes each time is a good time frame for you to work within, because what you're going to do there is just burn a lot of calories from the food that you've been eating, using that as an energy source, and then you never have to worry about tapping into your muscle, which is your metabolism, and damaging that if you ever go over that 30-minute mark or that 35-minute mark. What happens is your body uses your food as an energy source. So once you burn out that food that you've eaten prior to coming in and working out, the only thing you can go to next is going to be your fat and your muscle. Well, you need your fat because that's what your immune system functions off of, that's what your brain functions off of, so your body won't let you just burn so much body fat off at one time. So it'll protect you in that way. But the next thing it'll start tapping into is that muscle, that number one component, that strength training element that we've been building your metabolism through. So you never want to break down what we've been building, because that would just negate the whole purpose of what we've been doing in this whole program, okay? So knowing the right amount of cardio, that 20 to 30 minute mark, that's gonna be excellent for you. Trying to get your heart rate up, 120, 130, 140, you start pushing yourself in that fat burning zone and you'll be burning more fat than you would anything else. But I always kind of keep that marker wherever you're at. I like to kind of get everybody's mind focused on all those three components, because once you start a fitness program, you like going to the gym, you're working out regularly, but you still like to enjoy yourself. You still like to have a pizza or a burger or a beer every now and then. But knowing exactly what time of the day to eat those foods, what time of the week those foods are going to help you boost your metabolism, are going to be an excellent source for you actually getting to your goals and being more mindful of your food choices, because those things are what are going to get you to your goals and keep you from going backwards, but keep you going forwards. All right. So today we've been talking about the three components to physical fitness, your strength training, your cardiovascular training, and your nutrition that's going to supplement and help everything grow like it's supposed to and decrease the body fat. Well, if you are competing or if you like to bodybuild like I do, just having some key generalizations on how nutrition work are going to be really, really helpful to you getting to your goals, because sometimes when you have bigger goals, you need to do more spot-specific work, not only in your training but your nutrition, to always make sure that you're leaning out and you're cutting the body fat, but you're still feeding that muscle at the same time, which is a very, very hard thing to do. But some of the most components you can always do with your macros is you always want to take in about 1 gram to 1.5 grams per body weight of protein. Always, that's just a standard across the board. That's a relative standard that always kind of keeps you anabolic, and that basically means building muscle and burning fat. The second component in always being leaned out is having enough healthy fat. So if you want to lean out in your latter portion of your prep section, you always want to have higher fats and lower carbs. And then what you go through in the beginning is what people call their bulking, which is really not a bulking. It's just combining complex carbohydrates and proteins in your diet to make sure that you're just building muscle at that point. You're not really concerned about where your weight is relatively, but you want to get in enough grams of protein and enough grams of carbs to deliver that protein to that muscle so it can be built and absorbed and repair, and you can break it down again in the gym and repair it again and just make it bigger and stronger and get to that desired look that you're going for. One component about carbs and fats, they're going to be a delivery source for you putting that protein and having that protein be absorbed in those muscles. That's what gets big muscles, having protein in the muscles. So the more protein you can put in, that's going to be a great thing, and have your body actually hold on to it and absorb it. That's a big component, and the only way that happens is if you combine that with a complex carbohydrate or a healthy fat. So you're looking at like a complex carbohydrate would be like oatmeal in the morning. Your protein source would be like eggs. So you got eggs and oatmeal. That's your complex carbohydrate and your protein source. For your dinner, if you wanted to make sure that you were always leaning out, salmon is probably one of the most healthiest fats you could put in your body, full of omega-3s. And it's a protein source too as well, so it's combining them already for you just to kind of go for that desired look that you have. So that can be a complete meal, of course, with some green vegetables that is going to always help you flush out your system, give your body the nutrients that your metabolism really needs to burn those calories, build that muscle, and just starve that fat. Because that's what we all want to look for. We go to the gym, but we don't want to just look smaller. We want to have abs. We want to have definition. We want to feel better naked. We want to feel better in our swimsuits when we go out and we present ourselves to the public. And so having that definition is what makes you look better in your clothes and out your clothes. So knowing all those components about your nutrition, on how to train, on how to do your cardio, those things are going to help you get further and further and further closer to your goal. And I think that's what we all want, just to be successful along this fitness journey we go in. Also, with knowing that, your food is important, having your proteins and your carbs and your fats and your proteins, having enough rest that's when your body repairs itself. That's when it rebuilds all the stuff you broke down in the gym. So having a good 6 to 8 hours of rest at night is going to be probably one of the most beneficial things you can do along this fitness journey, because if your body's not repairing itself, it's not growing. And if your muscles are not growing, then your metabolism is not being built from all of the hard work that you're putting in the gym, you know. So, you know, staying up late at night, getting up early in the morning, burning the candle at both ends like we all do. You have to be more balanced in your lifestyle just so you can actually get your body to grow as desired as you want it to grow. I appreciate you for taking time out with me. I appreciate you for subscribing to my channel. I want you to click like. I want you to share. Check out my website at Jeremy Brown Fitness. We also have new apparel line. That's some of the shirts that I have on, Jeremy Brown Fitness. So if you ever need anything, give us a comment below or email me on my website, and I would love to talk to you and answer any questions that you have. You have a good day.